Will 2025 be the year Djokovic claims one last Grand Slam? Will he retire on a high? Or is this the rebirth of Novak the ageless warrior? Either way, he's coming in stronger than ever, and Athletiq Fusion is already launching pop-up booths at the Open to promote their athlete-first mission. When the Athletiq Fusion announcement dropped, the reaction was immediate. Why is Djokovic wasting time with business when he should be focused on winning? This is smart. Novak is building something bigger than tennis. Georgios Frangulis? Isn't he Sabalenka's guy? From Reddit to Twitter to TikTok, the debate lit up. Some fans praised Novak's vision. Others wondered if it meant retirement was near. Aryna herself posted a supportive Instagram story with a collision-flexed biceps fire caption, showing off a behind-the-scenes meeting between Novak and Georgios in Miami. Rumor has it she may even be involved as a brand ambassador, making this a true power couple crossover. Nick Kyrgios joked on his podcast, "Man, Novak gonna own a tennis league and a smoothie brand before I get back on court." Rafael Nadal, in a classy nod, said, "Novak always thinks ahead. He is not only a great rival, but a visionary." Djokovic isn't the first tennis player to go into business, but he may be the most strategic. Athletes as CEOs. We are entering a new era. Athletes are no longer content with brand deals. They want to own the table, not just sit at it. Novak is setting the blueprint for the next-gen stars like Alcaraz, Goff, Sinner, and Rune. Athletiq Fusion's focus on wearable health tech, AI-driven recovery, and custom nutrition may change how tennis players train. The ATP is reportedly in talks to integrate some of their services for up-and-coming talent. By merging tennis, Formula One mindset, and superfood branding, Djokovic has created a global fusion of high-performance culture. It's about a movement, one where players take charge of their bodies, minds, and money. Novak Djokovic may be nearing the twilight of his playing career, but he's just getting started as a force in the business world. From thrilling matches in 2025 to shaking hands with moguls, he's showing us what it means to be more than a champion. He's becoming a visionary. And with partners like Georgios Frangulis and the legacy of Gil de Ferran behind him, Djokovic isn't just preparing for life after tennis, he's building a platform that might change the sport forever. So, what do you think? Is Novak making the right move? Or should he stay laser-focused on Grand Slam glory? Let us know in the comments. Tennis. You've been watching Netrush Report, where passion meets power on the court and beyond. Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more exclusive updates on tennis' biggest names and boldest moves. Until next time, stay inspired, stay passionate, and always, stay in the game. You're watching Netrush Report, the channel where tennis isn't just a game, it's a journey. From fierce rivalries and career-defining victories, to bold off-court ventures and emotional comebacks, we cover the real stories behind the biggest names in tennis. If you're a fan of raw talent, epic drama, and the drive that turns athletes into legends, you're in the right place. Tennis. Subscribe now, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a single shot of what matters most. The world raised an eyebrow when news broke in mid-July 2025. Novak Djokovic was entering into a business collaboration with none other than Georgios Frangulis, the Brazilian entrepreneur known not just for founding Oakberry, but also for being the longtime partner of tennis powerhouse Aryna Sabalenka and Gil de Ferran, the late motorsports legend formerly tied to McLaren's Formula One team. But this wasn't some vague handshake deal or passive investment. Sources close to the trio confirmed that Djokovic, Frangulis, and de Ferran had been in secret talks for over a year, building what they call Athletiq Fusion, a multi-platform initiative aimed at blending wellness, sport nutrition, athlete equity investments, and sustainable branding into a one-stop enterprise for elite and rising stars in sports. It's a bold step, but not surprising if you know Djokovic. Let's break it down. Who is Georgios Frangulis? Most fans know him as Aryna Sabalenka's boyfriend, a low-key figure who rarely makes headlines. But dig a little deeper, and you'll discover a business shark. Frangulis is the founder of Oakberry, a Brazilian-based acai brand that exploded globally thanks to his aggressive marketing, clean health branding, and savvy athlete partnerships. He's worked with surfers, footballers, and even Formula E drivers. And guess who was one of Oakberry's first tennis ambassadors back in 2023? That's right, Novak Djokovic. Their professional relationship blossomed into a deeper alliance as Djokovic started seeing Frangulis not just as a sponsor but as a strategic thinker who understands what today's athletes need off the court. Enter Gil de Ferran. The wild card in this story is Gil de Ferran, the late Brazilian F1 driver and McLaren executive, who tragically passed away in December 2023. Before his death, de Ferran had been advising athletes like Djokovic and Frangulis on high-performance management, career longevity, and tech-integrated wellness systems. Djokovic has since dedicated the launch of Athletiq Fusion to de Ferran's legacy, calling him a visionary whose mind worked like a champion athlete even off the track. Their shared values, mental resilience, longevity, and adaptability laid the foundation for this ambitious venture. So why is Djokovic diving into business so deeply now? After all, he's still at the top of his game. He's added more Grand Slam finals to his resume in 2025, stayed in the top 3 rankings, and continues to dominate the ATP Tour well into his late 30s. Here's why. Djokovic has always been vocal about building a legacy that transcends sport. He's already a co-founder of the Professional Tennis Players Association, PTPA, has dabbled in restaurants, owned a tennis center in Serbia, and invested in wellness brands. Athletiq Fusion is the evolution of that legacy, one that empowers athletes to be more than just players, but owners, founders, and architects of the future. There's a new trend among elite athletes: invest in what you use. From LeBron James to Naomi Osaka, modern athletes are building empires through strategic ownership, not endorsements. Djokovic sees the writing on the wall, and he's acting before retirement knocks. Djokovic has been no stranger to controversy, be it about vaccines, politics, or tournament boycotts. Athletiq Fusion gives him full control over his narrative. This isn't about press conferences. It's about platforms where Djokovic can influence wellness, sustainability, and athlete development on his terms. Let's shift gears and talk tennis. Because while business deals are one thing, Djokovic is still putting on a masterclass on the court in 2025. Here's a recap of his year so far. Australian Open, redemption and heartbreak. Coming off a slightly underwhelming 2024, Djokovic entered Melbourne determined. He breezed through the early rounds but faced a brutal semi-final clash with Carlos Alcaraz. In a 5-set epic, Djokovic lost narrowly but walked away gaining immense respect from fans and critics alike for his resilience at age 38. Many believed Djokovic's clay days were behind him. But in a jaw-dropping turn, he made it to the final of Roland Garros, defeating the likes of Casper Ruud and Stefanos Tsitsipas along the way. Although he lost in the final to Jannik Sinner in 4 tight sets, his performance was hailed as one of the most technical and mental masterclasses of his career. Wimbledon 2025 may be Djokovic's most emotional moment this year. He reached the semifinals, where he faced 22-year-old American phenom Learson Blake. After dropping the first set, Djokovic rallied back and won in 4, showing the world once again that experience and endurance matter. He eventually lost to Alcaraz in the final, but the crowd at center court gave him a standing ovation, chanting "Noel, Noel," as he exited.